All right, we're live. Been a bit. Sorry, guys. I'm tired and busy and all that stuff. Let me bring you up here. For those guys that are watching later, what I usually say is this might be a little boring. Much more fun to watch live and interact. So if you haven't hung out with us live, please do so. Gotta hit that bell, you know. David's here. Larry's here. You know, I keep forgetting the stupid brake cleaner. Kevin Morgan made it. Hey, Kevin. Gonna do a little bit of cleanup here, and then we're gonna have a little bit of fun unboxing some parts, and we're gonna have a little discussion about spending too much money on used saws. Hey, Steve. James made it. Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while. All right, let's see here. I don't really know what I'm gonna do tonight other than open boxes. You know, throw it there for the moment because I'm gonna use that later. Yeah, it does get to be an expensive hobby. Steve, I'm starting at 394. Awesome. Good. Timing chain went out. Ugh. Hey, Ron. Larry says expensive hobby. Yes, it's an expensive hobby. Yeah, Larry, you running saws yet? Probably not, right? Start physical therapy. Good. So I do have a muffler. Did I leave that in the car? Probably. Fantastic. Yes, I don't know how much we're actually going to put together today. So much as just basically check and see what I got in these boxes. A little bit more clean up here. We'll get to it. Maybe I'll put this together. I don't know. Larry, you ran your 394? Great. And Ken's here. Good. Yeah, you feeling any better, Ken? It was painful to listen to you live yesterday. Oh. Yeah, Steve, if you want to know more about porting, all you got to do is go back and watch my videos. And I'm not the world's most amazing porter, okay? Okay. Guess this makes my job easier. Well, sort of. Shucks. All right. Okay, so what I have here, this is a new old stock 288 oiler. How old is that label? But I don't have the screws. I didn't know. Check this out. So I'm gonna open this so everybody can look. There's a couple things on here that are really nice. One, it already has the seal installed. So that's cool, right? And it has the X-ring installed. These are like $5 a shot. This darn little tiny little O-ring thing. So it's got the seal installed, and it's got this rubber O-ring already in there. So I thought I would have to wait for that. I guess not. That turns, that's fine. Yeah, Larry, the guy to talk to would probably be Craig. That'll fit, but I don't got the screws. They're probably regular M4 screws. You know, what does it matter? Do I have them? Maybe. Whatever. Hang on. Let's see. Them 4x16. I don't think those are long enough. It's too big of a head. See, I think that's a 16mm screw. I don't think it's long enough. I think a 20 M4x20 is where it's at. So if I have 20mm screws, we can put this together. Hey, hybrid. Oh, those are they are blind. Check that out. They're blind holes. So they don't go all the way into the crankcase. No. I got lots of M4, but these would do without the washer, but I don't have one without the washer. Yeah, so I guess I really gotta hold off here before I get just to get the right screws. That sucks. Oh well. So I guess we'll put this back in here. So that's cool that this comes with the O-rings and the seal already installed, but no screws. Whatever. I guess I can always look in my screw box here just for half a second while you guys are 14 people here. Didn't know everybody was here. Wow. Okay, hang on. Oh, Craig showed up. Great. We were just saying. We were just talking about you. Marshall Rugg, good evening. Make sure... Yeah, Steve, these are blind holes. They do not go in the crankcase. And Boneyard, welcome. And Edwin showed up. How's it going? 15 people here. Okay. So what I was going to do today was just kind of start... I have literally Christmas here with all these boxes. My box of bolts here and see if there's anything resembling something that might work. I don't think so. I'll pull this out later, of course. But no, I don't think there's anything here that's going to really do the trick. No, forget it. Okay. Let's pull something else. Let's open something else up. This is like the goodie of all goodies here. We'll open this. If I can find my knife. Where's my knife? Don't need a knife, just need a blade. So, special thanks to a couple of people. Well, the one thing I know I'm waiting on is e-replacement parts, because I've got stuff on back order through them, and that's going to be a problem, because stuff is on back order. But that is the goodie of all goodies. Let's see, do I still... Okay. Didn't do too bad on the top end. Yeah, I figured it'd be 200 bucks. It's a little less than that, so that's good. So I got this top end from Bob at Ashokan Turf and Timber. So this he's also known as Spike 60, and he is Bob in the videos that Walt does. So maybe you guys have met him at the get-togethers or whatever. As far as knowing stuff, I don't know about if he knows it all, but he knows a lot about all this Husky stuff. He really does. So, a guy that I am sincerely impressed with, and you guys would be too. So anyway, we might actually get a squish tonight. That'd be cool, huh? Kev, good day, man. Wouldn't it be good if we all liked the video as well as being here live? Yeah, it'd be good. You guys can like it or not, whatever. It'd be good, whatever. Long-winded question. Need to pick your brain. Good way to get a question to you. Email me. I can't guarantee that my brain is going to be up to the task, but you know. So this is a 288 top end. KS. Super shiny. And I am not going to port this. So the best way to email me, I'll put my email here. Anybody can email me if they want. Just get rid of the ampersands. And it's use all lowercase letters. Matty05, all lowercase. My buddy said to buy a new car. David, yes, but I really can't stand porting stuff that looks brand new like this and looks this good, you know? Because the price, unfortunately, no. That is beautiful. .362 piston is 48 millimeter bore, but also open port. So yeah, what I am going to do on this is I'm going to get a squish number. This is gorgeous. It really. Let me see if I can show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see, but just very nice. You know, it's as nice as it needs to be. Should we try sticking it on here? Get a squish number? We should, shouldn't we? There's a circlip right here. Odd that was packed that way. Okay, whatever. I'm going to remove the ring. For purposes of getting squish because it's just easier. And that circlip is already installed in there. Good. Just put a little bit of oil inside here. I'm going to put it on initially with no base gasket. It really looks like it almost hits over there. I won't worry about that for now. Let's put some screws in there. Again, I'm just putting this down just to check squish. But I'm going to need a... Man, Butterfingers. Going to need the flywheel on here. A little bit of grease on the head will make it stick, basically. Of course, I just had to step on something sharp. Good, now it's stuck in my sock. Just want to get 2 screws down, no base gasket. That way we get a nice, accurate squish, and it's not a head slapper. That's nice and smooth. Now let's go over to another box, which is a big, big, big thank you. There's a big thank you here. Dustin sent me a box of goodies. Now, I think there's a big thank you. We'll see. You never know what you're going to get. But Dustin hooked me up here. Yeah. Yeah. And the biggest thing I got hooked up with is this. .288 flywheel. Dustin, I think that was in there. Anyway, doesn't matter. .288 flywheel. And I need a Woodruff key. Apparently these are indeed different than the 394 flywheels. Same crank, different flywheel. Now, all I'm doing here is I'm putting the flywheel on, just temporary like, so that I can just turn this. That's all I want to do. So Dustin, thank you for that. He also sent me the upper ignition module, which apparently is not easy to come by. Carburetor. This is a Tillotson 228. If I can get new, I will, but this is not complete, but that's okay. Between this and the other one, I should be able to have a complete carburetor. Oh, cool. A brand new chain catcher. That's always nice to have. Clutch drum. And, super important, AV mounts. So maybe we'll fiddle with the tank later. Okay. Let's get a switch number. I'm barely halfway through the boxes, guys. We got some good boxes here. Good boxes. Alright, so I got my solder out. I'm going to measure. Now I want 20 thousandths, and I want it preferably with a base gasket. And I don't have a base gasket on here. And it really felt like it did something there, but not much. So what I want to do, likely, is take this to the Bridgeport. So it's about 22 thousandths right now. So you could certainly say, okay, just, you know, do the base gasket, delete, and you're off and running. Because James is such a demanding fellow, don't think we're going to be doing that. Okay, so the base gasket is probably right on about 20 thousandths. That's 22 thousandths, so I want to take off 22 thousandths. Let's measure the base gasket just for giggles. Here's the base gasket. I will call it 19. So what I'm going to do is write on the chassis put this over here. Right on the chassis, because I know what I want to do. I'm going to write right here minus 0.02, and we'll call it 0.021. Let's do that. So now I know, I've written on there, now I know exactly how many thousandths I need to take off when I take this down to the folks. Right. Sorry, I've been messing up all the messages here. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Forgive me. Let me go back here. Larry, I think you should get a new carb for that thing. I sometimes even doing the ultrasonic cleaning on the carburetors doesn't work. And David says, I ported a brand new oil. Yeah, I have too. I just don't like doing it. And on these 288s, I'm telling you, this thing runs like the Dickens. You do the base gasket delete, the muffler mod, it runs like the Dickens. So 365 and 362 is 48. The 362 though is a 48 millimeter top end open port. Is the new old stock top end? No, they still make them because they make these things in Brazil. So Bob has a few of them. And Marshall, if I don't get your email pretty quick, then you'll know it. You know, the decomp on the wrong side. No, it's not. 165 for a new carb. Oh, I'll bet you can't get aftermarket carburetors from for a 575. Chain catchers are for people that run loose chains. Yes, well, yeah. It just makes a saw, you know, Larry. If you're trying, I like to sell saws complete. You know, I don't like to be missing parts. Any casting bumps in the chamber to remove? No. You did not hear me, James? What do you mean you didn't hear me? And what comment? If I won for $35, it's not coming. It's coming from Singapore. Ugh. Jesse, my 395 got serious workout this evening. Still a beast. Thanks, Matthew. Had a spark problem right off to get to go, but got it working. Okay, good. Your 359 is 47 millimeters, David. I think. Well, James, you expect the best, you know. So we're just gonna, you know, make sure that you're uh, satisfied. 18 people watching. Okay, so still need to open stuff here. We have stuff to open here. Let's open this one. It's like Christmas. Oh, I love getting packages like this. I love getting packages because I love these envelopes, especially when other people use them. Makes my day. Because then I can use them for my tools. Oh, come on. Speaking of new old stock parts, how's that? See, James only expects the best. So, have to have a brand new top cover. So yeah, so the decomp is correct here. Made in Brazil. A Brazilian top cover. Costs $1 Brazilian. What's next? Let's open this from HL Supply. I forget what I ordered. What did I order? But we're going to get into the discussion of how expensive this thing is. Oh, I see. Got some rope. That's always good. Number 5. Number 5. So, I don't have an exact number, but I think as far as money that I've spent on this particular saw, I'm probably close to $1,000. So for those people that weren't just listening, I'm probably close to $1,000 on this stupid saw. Now, I'm not really complaining. I'm annoyed. But I think it allows us to have a really good discussion. About lots of different things. What is this? 10 pieces? Oh, I know. That goes there. So we've got exhaust bolts. I think these are 288 exhaust bolts. All kinds of, brand new OEM filter. It's an aftermarket dog, but it'll do for what we're doing here. This is actually an aftermarket 394 clutch. These are actually pretty good. And this is a 394 muffler. I'm going to put that to the side. And a scrunch. Always seem to be losing those. Might as well order new every once in a while. Alright, last box here. And this box has the all-important clutch cover. And this is an aftermarket cover. But the aftermarket, the OEM ones are just stupidly expensive. But the thing about the aftermarket ones is this handle is not super strong. Set this. Sometimes there's paint in there. There we go. Yeah, sometimes there's paint in there. But these are not necessarily super strong. So what I do is I put an OEM part on here, and then they're pretty nice for a brand new cover. So put that over by the wayside as well. Does not need to be a completely OEM saw, but certainly OEM parts help when positioned properly, you know. Okay. So that's quite a bit of parts. I have my squish number. Really, the next thing to do is to take this down to the Bridgeport, and that's not going to be for a bit. I don't know when I'm going to get down to my Pokes again, or when the Bridgeport's going to be, you know, be ready. This chain tensioner here. Guess I can put that on. Gonna have to find a head for that, but that's okay. Let's take this back off so we don't lose it. Take the Woodruff key out. Still haven't even gotten to doing the seals on this thing. That'll work. So yeah, so I'm like basically $1,000 into this saw. So I posted that the other day on OPE forum, and there are all kinds of different responses you can get to that, of course. But it's my own fault. B, you know, I haven't had a lot of projects. I haven't been able to hang out with you guys too much because I haven't. I've been busy, but B, because I don't have a whole lot of projects to do, and it's not like I really want lots of projects, but it'd be nice to have something. I haven't done these 288s, you know, so figured kind of what the hey. All I'm trying to do here is put this stupid rubber piece on, which I hate. Bet I have a flat blade over here. Ball in. Easier if I have my extension. Any extension. There. Here's my tensioner. That's one less thing to do, I guess. So yeah, so I figured, what the hey, and obviously I bought the parts saw, and then I bought the parts that went to it, and then the parts saw never showed up because it got stuck in Canada. So then I bought another parts saw, and then I found out that that parts saw needed other parts, and it just kept going. No, this is not going to be priced like a barn find. No. But, you know, I think it goes to show a couple of things, and I posted this on OP. One of them was, you have to know what you're buying. It is your responsibility to know what you're buying. If you don't know what you're buying, you better get it cheap, like cheap. Or it better come with a warranty, you know? But it's your own fault if you don't know what you're buying. And you gotta own that, you know? Doing your homework on these things is so important. This particular saw, there's no question about it, these are hot. It's a hot saw. It's trendy right now. And finding parts for these things is just getting harder and harder to do. And obviously that's not good, but it's kind of the way that it is. Talking to a husky, they told me to pay for saws. They said no. I know. Some of them are just like that. It's just that is the way that it is. I'm sorry. It's really frustrating, but that's the way the dealers are. Some of them. So yeah, you have to know what you're buying. You have to get part saws cheap. Be patient. If you're looking to make a quick buck, I mean, for Pete's sake, it's just so incredibly hard to do that with saws. The way to make money with saws, I think, is to part them out. I don't think it's with whole chainsaws. If I was looking to make money doing this, the best way would be to sell parts. And that's a bit of a crapshoot, too. Chainsaw has 2575 carbs. That might work, it might not, Craig, you know? Larry says, I sold my 288, sold it for good money. Yeah, you know, so some people, know that these are worth money. But you have to know the market ahead of time before you make the purchase. Like, in good mechanical shape, rebuilt, all that stuff, what is this actually worth? And you have to work back from there. And if you figure out it needs a new top end, I wasn't really figuring out a new top end. That really wasn't kind of figured into it. And I wasn't figuring on having to do all this horse trading with Dustin. And I don't know, that's probably $150 worth of parts, and that's not included in that I gave him, and that's not included in the price here, you know. So I'm pretty sure, maybe the cylinder, a few less bucks, the HL Supply stuff, a few less bucks. So maybe I'm out like $900 on this at this point. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And I still don't have a brand new carburetor, which would be nice. Be nice to have a brand new carb. And I don't have all OEM everything. So it's not going to be a bad saw, but I'm not going to get my money out of it, you know? And this is just stupid stuff just snowballs. You know, what if I get this whole thing back together? Larry, I could put 1,200 into the. All it takes to make this a $1,200 saw, a brand new carburetor, a brand new gas tank. That would do it. Yeah. So it's so easy to spend too much. So easy to spend too much. So what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to port it. I'm just going to base gas. I'm going to optimize the squish. I'm not going to base gasket delete it. I'm just going to optimize the squish on the Bridgeport. And it's going to have the muffler mod, and I don't have the muffler inside here. I don't know where it went. Must be outside in the car. I MIG welded the muffler, and I'll show you guys that some other day. But that was quite the job, and that's going to be nice. That's why you have the two extra top covers. Yeah, if you want to make it nice, you need nice new plastics. And I would actually work on the tank tonight, but my eyes are already closing, so I better call it a night. And I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys, but I better call this a night. The e-replacement parts stuff is just some smalls that goes on here. The dang screws for the oiler, I'm pretty sure I ordered those in there. If not, I'll have to jury rig something, which isn't awful. Go down to Lowe's and pick up some longer M4 screws. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right? Yeah, ready for ice cream. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a really good idea. Shiny dreams. Oh, lots of shiny dreams. Lots of shiny dreams. So, I think that's about it for tonight. Anybody have any questions, comments, anything else? Tea time. Sounds good, Kev. Let me go to my email here and see if I get an email from Marshall. Yep. I did get the email, Marshall. I have a 372 that needs rebuilt. Got it. Marshall, I'll get back to you, okay? Let me see. Go back here and say goodnight to everybody. Back to Google Live. Yep, time for a cup of coffee and bedtime. That's for sure. Anybody have any other questions, comments? I love having the discussion about this whole spending too much money on saws. You know, I'm in a position here where I happen to not really worry about it so much for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is it's valuable to me to hang out with you guys. And it's valuable to me to, if I need to spend a couple of extra bucks effectively on hanging out, then that's really not that big of a deal. I don't want to lose tons of money. Nobody does. But on the other hand, such is the price of hanging out. So maybe we can both learn something in the meantime, you know? So, all right. We'll call it a night. Thanks everybody for being here. Do appreciate it. Uh, and if I have something else or something else comes up, I will let you guys know as soon as possible. Still have the 372. Larry Power Motor Sales have a 57 new for $57. That's the ticket. David says still have 372. What 372? You have a 359 and a 3. Do I still have the as is 372? Yes, I do. Yes, I do have it. Just tell me where I'm shipping it. I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna close my eyes. If you guys need to email me, email me. Marshall did figure out that my email is Maddie05. It's a letter O, not a zero. Fix the truck, David. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Bye.